I want to watch a fight. Welcome back to Hot Take Sports, episode 178. Took a little week off. We are so back. We are currently in the day off of March Madness, right before the Sweet 16. So we got plenty to talk about in this episode. What?
I think it picks up Thursday again.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still in the break before the Sweet 16. Anyways, and if you're looking for rants on the United States men's national team, you've come to the wrong place. You can find them on Twitter, or you can hack into the HTS group chat because there's plenty in there too.
Yep. I don't recommend hacking the HTS group chat.
Brady, how are you doing on this fine Monday evening?
I'm pretty good. I've had a productive day. Words are hard, but the gym was not, and that's what matters. So I had a good arm day. Went to the chiropractor.
Who's Jim? This is gonna be a great episode. No sports talk is gonna be
Talking about the back door.
Anyway. But yeah, today was a good day overall. Clayton, how are you?
What the? Doing all right.
going to stars this time? What is this?
He's blind.
I don't think the guy wearing sunglasses.
Yep, I said that. I said it like that on purpose. Yep, give it to
We'll be right back after this fight.
Isaac, how are you doing today?
Good.
All right, next.
Nice short day of work. Moving on.
All right, we got some words. Let's go. Clayton?
My day was fine. Long. Ready to record a pod.
James? I gotta name everybody here. As if it's a different order. It's either left or right, guys.
What, man? It was a pretty good Monday. It was probably the best Monday I've had in a while. Weather could be a little bit nicer, but other than that, pretty good day.
Yeah. Solid Monday. Quick day of work. Got a good lift in. Taco Bell hit. Ready to record a podcast. 2 stackers, but you replace the beef with the slow roasted chicken
Nice.
and a Baja Blast.
They just don't have chicken stackers? They just have
Nope.
have the
It's just beef,
really.
but I just get it replaced on the app because I'm bougie.
I got you. Dude, funny story about using apps at restaurants.
Okay.
So he wasn't on my crew today, but the newer guy, they were eating at Subway. And he ordered on the app while he was in Subway. Already red flag. Like
That's
just
crazy.
literally ordered. And secondly, he ordered and placed the order and paid for it in the wrong store.
Yes.
So they
Seriously,
drive
right?
across
Clown.
town.
What?
Yep, they drove across
They
town.
drove for it? No, I'd tell him to.
He's like,
Tough.
"Oh, I had a $2 coupon for a $7 sandwich."
Brother, you
I'm like,
make
"You're not 80,
brother, brother, you make like $20 an hour.
Yeah, I couldn't fathom that. He was getting clowned at work.
That is half an hour worth of work. You are okay. That's crazy. So, do we start? Does anybody have anything on like conference tournaments? I don't have anything.
Yeah,
on
I don't
conference
have
tournaments.
anything.
Ohio State, I would say flamed out, but I don't know if there was a flame in the first place. So I ruined their chances of making the tournament. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they would have made a run, they had a chance, but
First round of madness was pretty good.
Yeah.
It
Second
was?
round was very good.
the first round, I think this is like the first time since like 2017 that all 1 through 4 seeds made it or something like that
Yeah.
into the second round. Which 2017 doesn't sound like that long ago, but that is 8 years. So
Yeah. This year, if you went chalk, you're doing pretty well in your brackets.
Yep. Most of the top dogs are still in. Does anybody, you have it up?
Yeah, that's what I was working on.
I think the only big upset from the second round was BYU.
Okay. So
Maybe.
in the Sweet 16 in the South, we have 1-seeded Auburn against 5-seeded Michigan, and 2-seeded Michigan State against 6-seeded Ole Miss. In the West, it's 1-seeded Florida against 4-seeded Maryland, 3-seeded Texas Tech against 10-seeded Arkansas. That's really kind of the big one. They beat St. John's and Kansas both. So that is,
Shout out to them. They're hot.
yeah, the Hogs, right? No, Razorbacks.
Razorbacks.
Is it?
He said
Is it,
the
is
hog.
it technically a hog? I feel like their mascot's a hog.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
yeah, it's a wild boar type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure it wasn't crazy.
Just a little.
Yeah. Rubber ends. Anyway.
Just not about this.
Oh. And in the East, 1-seeded Duke against 4-seeded Arizona, and 6-seeded BYU against 2-seeded Alabama. BYU beat Wisconsin. Was really big game.
No big surprise though.
No. And then the Midwest was complete shock. Houston and Purdue 1-4, and then Tennessee and Kentucky is a 2-3.
I'm kind of annoyed. Every single year up until this year, I've made a control bracket, quote unquote, where all the higher seeds win just to compare it to my actual bracket, and I didn't this year. And that
Of
would
course.
by far be my best bracket right now. But I do think I have Auburn and Duke in my championship games. So
I just have Duke left.
for your final four, or
No, I have Duke and Houston with my final four.
okay.
But I had Iowa State and Memphis
Ooh,
in my other side.
ooh, ooh. Yeah,
And Duke and Memphis play in the championship.
So
interesting.
building on that, we all have a bracket group. As a friend group, there's 11 of us. With a grain of salt, Clayton's bracket was not entered. But that's okay, because that just means Isaac's in last now.
What?
Technically.
What do you mean my bracket wasn't entered?
It's a blank bracket with nothing filled out.
That's not right.
This is news to me.
I'll say, well,
Yeah.
how many points do you
How
have?
about a heads up before the deadline, Brady? That would have been cool.
Well, nobody saw it till after the deadline. I mean, you might actually. There might be a setting where you can have like locked brackets added in.
I was gonna say maybe. Let me. Oh, I will work
We'll
on
check.
it.
We'll check during the break. How many
Yeah.
points does your bracket have, though?
48. So not great.
Well, you have 48 points.
That's what he said.
You'd be in the lead, Clayton.
Yeah.
He said not great first place.
I was gonna say, so if Clayton said he has 48, so he'd be at the top. Which means Peyton and Brody tied for second. They have 47.
Hayden and Brody, how did they
Yeah.
get in here?
Because it was in the NFL chat, and I was like, we're just gonna start sending it to
All right.
lateral friends. We make it a bigger group. Yeah,
I have 41, Clayton. So yeah, you'd be good.
Peyton has Michigan winning. Brody has Michigan State. Clayton, who do you have winning?
I have St. John's. So I have a lot of points off the table already.
It says allow brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you it was a setting. Oh, so we could just wait till the break because you
Yeah.
know that
Sorry,
was logical time.
I was looking at the same time. Sorry. And then Carson's in third. He has Florida. Leo is in fourth in our group. Well, fifth, I guess. Sorry.
Anyways,
Yeah. Then it's Blake. Then Matt, who picked Auburn, is in seventh. And then it's Daniel, and then Bechtel, and then Isaac and I are bringing up the rear in 10th and 11th. We both have Duke to win. I did finally pass Isaac, by the way. I was in last for the first 3 days. I went 14-2 on day 2, and I was still in last. And I apparently Arizona winning last night pulled me ahead of Isaac.
yeah, I think I have 6 out of my 8.
Oh, I'll do it then. Yeah, I was gonna say, he says he's pretty sure he's Oregon, so that would be how I pulled ahead. I named my bracket guaranteed to lose because I knew it would probably be bad, and I was right.
I'm just writing on Houston and Duke now.
Yeah.
And Cooper Flag.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. Actually sat and watched the full Duke game.
He got stabbed in the eye, didn't he?
Yeah,
I turned it on a couple minutes late.
Like cut a little bit, like nicked, but like not like excessive.
When I turned it on, he was at the free throw line, like
Yeah, it looked
barely
like
able
he
to
had
see out of
something in
one
his
eye.
And you like
Yeah.
something in your contact.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
beat red. I was like,
Duke looks like the best rounded team right now.
So down.
I mean, they're definitely one of them. Obviously, that's not a hot take because they're the number 2 overall seed. Or are they 3? They're 3 overall seed.
I'm not sure.
They were 2 or 3.
I can't believe Auburn was the number 1 overall.
Yeah, Auburn was one. I think it was because they dominated their conference tournament. Because it was Auburn, Duke, and Florida were the top 3.
Yeah.
I just don't know who
Florida
2 and 3 were.
30 and 4.
Yeah, who was the other one seed?
Houston.
Houston. I mean,
I thought
Houston
this was a Tuesday.
yeah,
Oh my goodness, dude! I'm so not
Oh,
watching.
Yeah, Houston looks good.
I'm just out there cheering for
I mean,
upsets,
all the
except for the
ones
Michigan
look
game.
good.
This clown was cheering for Michigan.
Who?
I went and
That
see
one over
SEC.
there.
Saturday?
Yeah, he said against an SEC team. I'm like, no, I still want them to lose.
Wait, who were they playing? What was it?
Mississippi State.
Oh wow.
They were playing. No, I think they were playing A&M.
Texas A&M. Yeah, Maroon School. I was close.
You're on the right track. I was at work during that, and like in Toledo, there are many Michigan fans. I was like, "Can you just relax a little bit?
Heck
I'm
no.
trying to work here."
Got over the beer.
Michigan will probably lose this round anyways.
I hope so.
I had them losing the first round. I was wrong.
You also have Gonzaga in your final four.
I would like.
And
to
you
make-
had Memphis in the championship game. You leave me alone.
That's first of all, that's touche. Second of all, I also had Gonzaga in the championship or in the Final Four, which made me so mad. I was
They
like,
always choke.
I was
and
like,
they
wait,
weren't
wait,
that good this
They
year.
always choke. They were going for a 3-beat.
no, it was UConn.
That was UConn.
Get.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad Dan Hurley's out. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's a little.
Absolute ball knower. Heck of a coach. Absolute psychopath.
I was hoping they would win and then lose.
For your bracket.
No, just
sure.
in general. I had UConn losing this round anyways.
It would have been nice to see them make the upset though.
Yeah.
Just for the
You
hits
guys
and the
want-
shingles.
You guys want to talk about the controversial travel in Maryland and
Derek Queen.
It wasn't a travel.
Yes,
It
it
was
was.
a possession step. I will play Leo on this.
It was absolutely a travel. He
No,
already
it
picked the
was.
ball
it
up. He
was a
took 3
travel.
steps.
It was a-
However, there's no reason to call it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that's how basketball is.
someone retweeted. Like crazy part is it happened like 8 times before this play happened.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
game. So I mean, I don't know. I'm glad they didn't call it because it would have just been feeding the narrative that refs are just ruining ending of the games.
Yeah.
But they brought on Gene Steratore right after that game, and like he was there sitting at the table with him, and he explained how you have to give the player, like as he's controlling the ball, you don't know if it's going to be loose or not, so you can't count that step where he's gathering the ball. So pretty much he was saying there's not a gather step in college basketball, but there really is a
But it
gather
is a
step in
gather step.
college basketball.
It's not technically a gather step, but it's kind of.
Exactly. Which I don't have any problem with it. That was a great ending to that game. Colorado State played pretty well though. That 3-point, I can't believe they shot 3.
They were good.
It was
Dude,
a good
and that
game.
3 was a rainbow.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Right out of the camera and right back in the frame, splashed it.
All that was going through my head when that game happened was my brother saying that he picked Maryland to lose because they lose close games all the time. I was like, oh no, they've done it again.
Nope.
He's done it again.
The
He's
center
done it.
saved them.
Yeah, he is listed as a center.
Yeah. And he also only
Big.
played like 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, they're not very deep.
It's about it goes in the Big Ten.
Hey, whatever gets the job done, man.
Well, that's why I faded them in the first round too. I was like,
The Big Ten did fairly.
They were undefeated
Yeah,
in the first round, and they
yeah.
got bullied in the second round. For the
That's
most part.
okay.
I was gonna say
How many
they,
teams
they
lost?
did
Not enough for the Big Ten.
Purdue and Maryland and Michigan, I guess, are all still in. So
Yeah.
never mind. Wisconsin lost.
Illinois
Yeah.
did
UCLA
themselves.
lost.
Yeah. Oregon
Illinois
lost.
Yeah.
That was it. Oh no, Michigan State won too. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Oregon lost. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Clayton, what was the coaching matchup that we were talking about the other day? It was Rick Pitino versus the dude who used to coach Kentucky, I think.
John Calipari.
John Calipari, yeah, because they both changed schools.
John Calipari.
Yeah, dogs.
Rick Pitino flew to Columbus, watch his son coach.
Watch your son coach. The Lobos,
Yeah.
New Mexico. Yeah, that was cool. Would have been really cool if they would have coached against each other.
That would have been cool.
That would have been funny.
Arkansas like dark horse. I think they might be like a low key dark horse to win. Calipari got him playing good.
Mm-hmm.
He's an experienced coach. He knows what he's doing in March, that's for sure.
It's the same with. Oh God.
Tom Izzo, Michigan State.
Oh yeah, that too.
I mean, that's kind of
Someone-
cool, but
I think it was Arkansas where they were talking about Arkansas and they're like, this was a like coming into the tournament, it was going to be a 1-seeded team, and then like the back half of the year, they just had injuries, and everyone just like started losing some games. So then they dropped into like a 10 seed. If only I paid attention.
Yeah, not that quite the ball nowhere of college basketball.
I do. Shout out to Creighton's offense, by the way. I was watching that and it was making me very excited.
Yeah,
I
they were
love the
killing it off the bat, right?
Yeah.
Entire full motion, actually running sets every time.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, it lasted at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, college basketball in general is just more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part of March.
Other than MLB The Show coming out.
Yeah.
And opening day.
In terms of
Yeah, opening day.
Nah,
was
I'm taking
Thursday.
college
opening day is
basketball
only
for opening day.
sometimes in March though. It
Great.
it fluctuates. There are some years that they wait till April. It literally just depends on the calendar.
Yeah, I'm not that dialed to know that. So
Neither am I.
you know what? Yesterday was rough to be an Ohio sports fan though. We did have a national champion in wrestling, which was cool. But then the women's hockey team lost the national championship in overtime.
Yep.
The men's hockey team lost the Big Ten championship. And the Ohio State women lost in the tournament to Tennessee. So for Ohio?
Oh,
Yeah, you'll have that.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about Ohio State. Oh yeah, we don't have to talk about them. We ain't doing that. That's fair. And shout out to Evan Bush. I don't know if we're done with college basketball, but I'm gonna throw it
Go
in there
for it.
while we're here. Shout out to Evan Bush for getting his 199th MLS cap. We got to play him one more time this year till he gets to 200. I don't care when we do it, but just
I think we will at some point
I hope so.
because you'll
Just
be
throw him out there.
with the national team. Hagen will go to his national team at some point.
Sure. But then we can play the other young guy who's also been hurt.
Yeah, fair enough. I'd rather have Bush play.
Yeah, might as well.
What's the stud play? For his age.
The stud.
Hey man. We got us to a tie.
Clean sheet. We
Yeah.
had 75% possession and didn't score a goal, but
Hey, we technically
sheet.
did. It was just called back.
yeah, that doesn't count.
yeah. The men's team technically scored.
Isaac, that's not a goal.
I don't know golf.
It still went in, just doesn't count.
It's the second
Congratulations.
part there that you said is the factual part. It didn't count.
That's like in the NFL saying, "Well, he caught it. Yeah, well, it was out of bounds." So
He does catch the ball.
Yes.
I think you're trying to put a third fight on your fight card.
You'd have to.
But
He did catch it, but there was a
it
false.
depends on if he plays for the Cleveland Browns or not.
well, 24 years ago, Randy Johnson killed a bird.
Yep, fact of the day. Thank you. That
I was gonna say, are you just randomly cutting to baseball in the middle of this? I don't think we're. I mean, did you have other stuff?
No, I was just kind of throwing
I
stuff
don't know.
around.
I didn't know if you.
I don't
wanted
know.
to, like,
I'm just
run through the
excited for the
Sweet
Sweet 16.
Well, I already
Hashtag not sponsored.
I already ran through the Sweet 16.
I was saying you want to run through like picks.
Oh, like who we think will win?
I don't. I mean, we can.
Give me
can't, I
all the
don't care.
one seeds.
I was gonna say, like,
Give me Duke.
Is that generic? That's a one. Thank you.
I was gonna say,
Pick one of the ones.
it does seem like chalk has been kind of the way this year. I low-key hope BYU beats Alabama. I think that would be fun.
I would appreciate that too.
I would do.
Shout out Jaeger Demon.
I'm pretty sure I have Alabama in my bracket, but I want to see BYU win. I want to see the last couple underdogs left win.
Yeah, once your bracket isn't perfect, you just cheer for the underdog.
Exactly. Like I want Maryland to beat Florida, just for fun of it now.
Yep.
I picked Florida to win. Now I just want Maryland to win.
I was gonna say I want Maryland to win one way or the other. Shout out the Big Ten. Everybody but Michigan. I'll even cheer for Michigan State. Screw it.
Michigan State is not that bad.
I respect Michigan State. You get rid of the state part. And
Heck, Michigan, man.
Sorry.
The maize and blue.
As you said, they're a green school. It's okay.
Green school.
I don't feel about that.
I'd still rather have Maryland if we're throwing it out there.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
You'd rather have a terrapin than a Spartan?
Yep.
Get back.
It's an angry looking turtle. Tortoise?
Doesn't matter. That man still moves 1 foot an hour.
Hey, he was still
Kind of like
in a
Dairy
race
Queen
in
driving to the hoop.
Stanger.
But you know what?
Bro just
Cash.
dug in his literature bag.
The
For,
bank was open. What? Shit, tortoise in the hair.
yes, he just referenced the tortoise in the hair in 2025.
I don't know what that has to do with Spartans, but
So are you wearing the sunglasses because you're like on cocaine or something? You're trying to hide it?
it's just his alter ego.
Big Dave. I
Sometimes
saw that memory. That's the only reason I popped that out.
that wasn't him.
I know.
Gingy.
Big Dave. Oh, time out.
I don't know. We said we wanted to run through the Sweet 16, but apparently Becky's
Okay,
already run through the Sweet 16, so I don't think
That's
it's a
why I'm
point at this
moving
point.
on.
Well,
No, it wasn't. Stop talking.
so let's see. We can break it down. So like Duke and Arizona. I'm assuming most of us are gonna take Duke.
All right, yeah. Give me the 1 seeds.
Yeah.
All of them.
BYU, Bama, kind of glossed over.
Big BYU. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, is the consensus we're going chalk on 1 seeds?
Yep.
Who's Arkansas playing?
Arkansas,
That
and
works.
Texas Tech. What'd you say, Clayton?
That works.
Oh, okay.
I would take Arkansas and use Texas Tech.
Is that a 6 versus 3?
10-3.
10-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Razorbacks.
Yeah. I said we got the chalk corner, Houston, Purdue. So Houston probably. And then Kentucky, Tennessee. I think that'll be a good game.
Should
Yeah.
be. Yeah, for sure.
See you,
I'm
Joe.
surprised Tennessee's doing as well as they are.
Surprised Kentucky made it this far. Usually they're in like the same boat as Duke.
Did they have a bunch of injuries this year?
Who?
I feel like I've heard that. Kentucky. Or like to end the
Who
season.
tell you?
No clue.
I don't know. Side point.
I don't watch college basketball until March.
Fair. No argument here.
But yeah, then Florida, Maryland. We're all kind of rooting for Maryland, so
Go Maryland.
go Maryland.
I'm still taking Florida, but go Maryland. The boy from Baltimore.
And then Auburn beating Michigan, please. And then Ole Miss, Michigan State. What do you guys have?
Give me MSU.
Probably MSU.
Just give me the Big Ten school.
Hey, let it ride.
Fair?
It's down here.
So
They're both cruising for
Clayton, I'm going to start with you. If you could start now, who do you have winning it all?
Starting right now, Florida. Florida.
That's a good pick.
I'm staying with who I had picked already.
Staying with Duke.
I'd say Isaac with an S and 2 A's. So there you go.
He's on.
Isaac. I'm just gonna go with Duke too. I picked them for a reason. I firmly believe that they've got the best shot. Even though I'm not a ball mower in
Well,
ninth place.
hey, who am I to break the trend? I'll stick with Auburn.
You know,
You can't stick with St. John's.
No. my family wanted to pick Houston.
I'd ride with Houston.
I literally had the same final two in the championship game. I just picked one and then the other.
I like it.
But you know what? I'm a wild card man. And right now, I'd put like $10 on Arkansas winning it all.
All right, do it. I know you got some change to throw around. Come on now. All right. Can't put his money where his mouth is.
Arkansas.
I put my money where my mouth is. I put money on Duke.
What, 75 cents?
No, I put like $5 on Duke.
15 cents actually.
20 leg park.
Some dude made one in round one.
I'm telling you, if you pick, although this year you probably would have lost money. If you put $1 on the team that is the underdog every single game of March Madness, you are likely to make money.
Yeah. I'd put like 10
But this year, I
on
don't think
McNeese
you would.
in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
I'm like,
McNeese was the easy pick
Not a bad
to
school.
move on to the second round.
I was just say I did put money on McNeese. That was one of the only bets I did.
What school are they?
McNeese.
Sport wise. No, Clemson.
Clemson? I'd say they're football more than basketball.
Hasn't their football been mid for a few years?
Yeah, but their
But
basketball
more
has never been
recency.
good.
But like recency wise,
I know.
I guess
yeah,
I'd go
when
back
they had
to
like Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just kind of all around mid anymore.
What?
I said I feel like they're just kind of all around mid now.
Clemson made
Their
the
football team might be good.
tournament.
What
in
tournament?
Football.
You're right. They did make one of the 12, didn't they?
They're definitely looking at.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you're right.
that was the only entertaining first game of round one.
No, I thought the Ohio State game was pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
Okay,
Could be some bias in that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
nope.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about
No
the-
bias
yeah.
detected.
Yeah. We're back to college football.
Goes what Ohio State goes.
Yeah.
Ohio State women's. They clapped somebody in the first game and then lost to Tennessee. I already said that. Is that it on college basketball?
I think so.
Let it ride.
Yeah. So
LSU.
You see, Ohio State's not even in the NIT.
I'm not surprised.
yeah,
They also might decline the.
I think
I
for
think
their
their
sake,
coach
I wish I
declined it.
hope they did.
I don't know if Ohio State's ever played in the NIT.
Yeah,
Like
I
in,
thought they
in
did last
our
year.
They did last year. And I'm
well,
pretty sure they still lost.
yeah, like second or third round. You're right.
well, wasn't it? It was what 2 years ago they lost to Oral Roberts.
No, that was like 5 years ago.
No,
I think I was in college when it happened. Could not possibly have been 5 years ago.
because we were in school. I'm pretty sure. 4.
It could have been 4 years ago.
It's got to be 4.
You have indeed been out of college for
Yeah, you.
I guess that's true too.
You old.
Someone
man.
Google it.
at least a year.
I said
I guess almost a year.
It was during like Rona times because they had the benches all spaced out. That was the
Yeah,
year
they
did
didn't-
Zach-
they didn't have
I guess
tournament
it might have been 21 honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it could have been the year after because that year they didn't have March Madness.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the big things from the Anthony Edwards draft was they couldn't have any in-person meetings or anything like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Ant-Man never got to play in March.
6 years ago.
I don't know if Georgia would have even made the team, but here's
Well,
made the tournament.
You can play in March every year now. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Figure that out on your own?
No.
All right. I don't know how to respond to that.
Good. But yeah, they couldn't have any Dante DiVincenzo types that year.
Shucks.
4 years ago.
All right.
That was great.
Well done.
I will be.
Are there any legendary like no names this year? Like I feel like other than the freaking
No.
at McNeese, there hasn't been any like, oh my gosh, where'd this guy come from?
I said literally the only dude I know is that guy from Kansas everybody hates. It was like celebrating that he was finally gonna have to be done playing.
That's crazy.
Hunter Dickinson or whatever his name is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's the only player I know.
Like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's crazy.
He was at Michigan for like 3, and then went to Kansas for like 2 or something like that.
Person in grad school.
If you're a
He's
non-Ohio
gonna
State
finish
basketball player and I know you've been there too long.
Yeah.
Or you should be a top pick in the draft. I like to think that you might know at least one of those.
Nah. He's one of those like lifer.
Not anymore. Maybe.
The kid from Duke?
Oh yeah, Cooper. Okay, yeah, you're right. Cooper Flag. You're right.
Idiot.
Yeah.
You're wearing sunglasses indoors at 8:20 p.m.
Sir,
All the blind shot.
with all due respect, that light is pretty bright.
Yeah, we also didn't even turn on the light stick. Not that has anything to do with it, but
Yeah, dark.
don't worry, I got it. It'll match what the rest of
Don't do it.
what the majority of us are wearing. Don't worry, I'll switch at the break. You should know at least one of the guys from Rutgers too.
You
But
should know someone.
I'm saying the brothers go to Rutgers, right? Or am I making that up?
no, you're making that up.
Oh, okay.
You should.
There are brothers though, right? Like that's a thing.
Not in this draft class.
Okay.
You should know.
That'll be
A
next year.
point guard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Some great.
I was gonna say he should. I don't.
I mean, he's pretty good.
What's his name?
His last name was Ashworth. But
Doesn't ring a bell.
even better, he has a 9-month-old son.
Oh.
And-
Well, if my
and
basketball
his
team
name-
drafts him,
And they call him Tommy Boy.
if my basketball team drafts him, that H is changing to an S. It's fine.
We're getting a little closer.
We really
Anyways,
should just,
Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper
Oh,
both play for
okay.
Rutgers, and it's kind of sad that they aren't in the tournament.
I-
But whatever.
I definitely knew them. I just did not know what school they went to.
And the center from Duke, Malach.
Okay.
He's really
He's
good.
gonna be good too.
I do actually remember that guy now too from watching him play.
That's all I've got on college basketball. Take a break, come back with a little NBA right towards the end of the season, and
Baseball.
baseball's about to start. Heck yeah. All right, and we are back. I'm gonna rip off some basketball real quick before we get into the most exciting part of the episode. Well, I guess we started exciting, we'll end exciting. Basketball. The Cavaliers struggled a little bit lately.
Thank you, Jazz.
Little 4-game losing streak in March.
Thank you, Jazz.
Any worry from the Cavs fans on a 4-game losing streak? You know, you only came off your second 15-game winning streak of the year to go on a 4-game losing streak, but you know,
AJ, we clinch a playoff spot.
Wait, no. You can't talk about that because you're like, wow, my team's actually winning. Every time we would be in the
Well,
that was one of the last games that they won.
I think your team has less losses than my team has wins. I think you'll be okay.
You didn't even let him answer if you were panicking or not.
There's no need to panic. Are you panicking?
No.
Well, no, they
Exactly.
shouldn't be
You shouldn't
panicking.
be.
No, because we just haven't been playing good. We've been lazy because we have a playoff spot clinched already.
That is an awful attitude if that's the way they're playing.
Yeah.
I won't say it's not an awful attitude. They need to kick it right back up in high gear and the season how they should be.
So you are worried.
No.
You're not worried. You're just concerned that you're getting complacent.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Clayton, any thoughts on the Cavs? Recent struggles? Oh, it's frozen. Oh boy. Oh no. The internet's dead.
Not worried.
There you go.
Like Isaac said, shout out to the Jazz for. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
We did, and then you cut out again. So
We heard shout out the Jazz, and then you stopped. Oh, he's cooked.
I'm about to just call.
Yeah, shout out to the Jazz. Not worried. We'll be back.
Fun fact, actually, the last 4 championship teams, you can fact check me on that, went on a 4-game losing streak between the end of February and the middle of March. At least a 4-game losing streak.
Have the Thunder lost 4 in a row?
Warriors, Celtics,
Yes.
Bucks, and Nuggets. Warriors, Celtics, Bucks, Nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each went on a 4-game losing streak, at least 4-game losing streak of their own between middle to end of February and the middle of March. So maybe that's a good omen for you guys.
Maybe.
You're right. The Thunder are finally going to break the curse.
No.
Well, I kind of hope my team faces the Thunder in the first round. I think that'd be fun.
I
don't know if we'll win it, but
Nah, it'll be Lakers.
we could.
We'll fall off here. We're starting.
Aren't you guys like the 4 seed?
We were the 3 seed, but the last I knew, we haven't won a game. Dude, the Bulls dropped 146 on us last night. Wait,
Was LeBron back last night?
he was available. That's all I got for you. I haven't been paying any attention to NBA basketball. I've been watching March Madness and grinding the MLB.
Okay.
Real.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
And
Yeah, Kobe White dropped 30. Modest Buzelis dropped 30. And was that the same game that Josh Giddey almost had a triple-double? Or quadruple-double?
quadruple? Yes.
You can just get his all under 18 game?
Yeah, he every stat he had was
You
under
would say
18.
that, wouldn't you?
No,
Yeah.
I just tweeted and I was gonna bring it up myself.
Of course you guys.
He had like 50,000 likes. I'm like, gotta do it.
Yeah, he had like 15 points, 10 rebounds, 17 assists, and 8 steals.
Excuse me, sir. 17 points.
8
10
steals.
rebounds.
8 steals is crazy still.
I think he had 17 assists. Okay. It might have been 14. I don't remember. I don't care to stare at Josh Giddey or the Bulls stat lines. So
Oh boy.
they're just perennially mid.
That means you're straight
Does
as
it-
an arrow.
does-
Ever since Jordan.
They are
left.
31 and
Does the
40.
10 seed count as mid? I
would
get
s-
no 9 seed, I guess. They're gonna host a playing game.
I said technically it's below mid.
God.
Technically.
Technically.
Yeah, bottom of the East is literally trying to tank, but they're failing.
Unless you're truncating it in thirds, then they would be the middle third.
Okay.
Who's shaking your head for? What do you mean, no?
9 seed and below mid. 8 seed mid. Top 7. Sure.
Mm.
It is technically the math there.
Anybody get the logic there?
No, too busy
No.
looking it up.
There's 30 teams in the league.
I was talking more in conference. Yes, that makes sense too.
Well, the big three.
There's 15 teams in conference.
Well,
The big three did well for the Lakers, but
that is going to be you guys' key, is them all playing well and somebody else
LeBron
helping.
didn't do great, but it was his first game back. He
Yeah.
had 17 and 4.
Get some rust to knock off. How much did he play? You missed you.
31.
Oh, geez. I'm back in.
I mean, he didn't even shoot that bad. He was 7 of 16. I mean,
That's not
just
awful.
below 50%.
Yeah.
Luca had 34 and 8. And then Reeves had 25 and 5. Yeah. The Bulls all just had a 72 and 10 Jordan era-esque performance.
Yeah, they just didn't miss.
Wow.
Although you did have to turn the ball over a lot for Josh Giddey to get 8 steals.
Hold on,
So,
let me see turnover. It's gotta be.
but the same scoring high.
I think I got you.
Now,
Team stats. What you want turnovers, correct? We 21 total. Jeez, it's not atrocious. Definitely not bad either. I mean, definitely not great.
5 a quarter in the NBA.
Points conceded off turnovers, 47.
And Josh Giddey had
Oh,
what do you have? 14 assists?
I think the shit was on those. All of a sudden, I don't know where it came from because it wasn't me. That was all of a sudden I just got like
Got
I don't know what it was, but I just got like attacked. And if it wasn't you, then I have no idea what it was.
Could be the clam shatter opening up. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey yo,
Wow, that's crazy. Those are such cool jerseys. Heck W.
It just goes.
Huh?
Jerseys.
They just swapped the 2 colors for your jerseys. I thought it was cool.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not.
I'll look at it later. Quick intermission there. Anyways, we're back. The Timberwolves currently are a 41 win team, which means in the last 10, we only need to win 1 more game to reach my expectations for this team
42 wins.
to be above 500.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But yes, 42 wins. But that was my hope at the beginning of the season when we traded for Julius Randle. So
You guys have been playing a lot better though.
we have been. And then we played like crap against the Pelicans and got gamed by Obi Curry. So
forgot about that.
yeah, when he went like 7 of 10 from 3 on us. And now we're losing to them again. So
I mean,
there's that.
I was kind of crapping on him there in a little mishap, but we are still a 4 seed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just not playing well recently. So,
Well, yeah, when LeBron went out, it kind of hurt you guys. Well, they stumbled a little bit, but you guys will be fine.
yeah, it's all right. We had the sperm to back him up.
I just need the Warriors to play like crap for a little bit, see if we can get out of the play-in. But
Yeah, you're like right there. I was just looking.
we're half a game behind them.
Curry's hurt right now, right?
I think he's coming back tonight against Miami.
Iggy or Curry.
Jimmy Butler.
Big Wood
You
Dollar.
are literally a half a game. I don't know if you said that or not.
Mhm. Yeah, we've been half a game behind them forever because when we went on an 8-game win streak, they went on a 9-game win streak or
Yeah.
something like that.
You got Butler and turned their season around somehow.
Dude, the Rockets shot it.
Does it count as turning it around though?
Who? I'm sorry.
When the Warriors got Jimmy Butler, because they're still not going to win.
I wouldn't say turn it around.
They don't.
Definitely. It feels like they gave him more assistance.
I mean, it
make
definitely
feel like it's not that bad.
It definitely lit a fire under him, but they also didn't play any team with an actual center.
Okay, fair enough then.
And the Warriors center course sucked. They got like dollar store Anderson Varejao, but
Oh my god, I saw that
Kevon
a
Looney.
while back.
No.
No, some dude literally looks like Anderson Varejao. It's crazy.
yeah, you'll have to look up
Okay,
He's got the
like Warriors highlights from
long
now.
curly fro. He's got the headband. He's literally got everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Varejao Jr.?
Could be.
Uh,
No, soon.
if he went to Brazil, there's a chance.
Could be.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think so. He was one of the. He was like the last pick in the draft or something like that last year. I don't know his name,
I
obviously.
just knew it was Kevin Looney for the longest time.
I mean, he's still on their roster, I think.
Okay.
But Draymond Green's basically their center. But I think is the Jimmy Butler return tonight? Did Jimmy Butler return to Miami? That's tonight or tomorrow?
But if it is, put 40 on Jimmy.
Nah, he ain't gonna do crap. He'll be mid.
You will not see it tonight,
Just
so
like
it's probably
that.
tomorrow night.
Or it could have been yesterday. I honestly don't know.
Oh, that's true too. Let me look. Oh, the Heat played Charlotte yesterday, so let's try this again
Let's beat them.
tomorrow.
Yeah, because I think Curry was rejoining the team in Miami.
Tomorrow on TNT.
That makes sense that would be flexed to primetime. That'll be interesting. But yeah, Jimmy's either going to do absolutely nothing like he's done most of the games for the Warriors. Not absolutely nothing, obviously. Just not big stat stuff. Or he's going to go for 40. It could be either way. We shall see.
I saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was some dude like being Jimmy Butler in all his jerseys, and then Adam Silver being like, "Okay, the first trade's fine," and then like by the point he was like, "You're gonna stay somewhere if you're gonna like it."
Nope.
Gets traded again.
I mean, technically, Adam Silver could veto any of them, but that's
Technically. But he didn't.
Brazil.
Yeah.
His name
Is he
is
7'1"?
he's 6'6".
What?
He was a second
Missed
round pick in
Missed
2022.
Missed the joke.
What you say?
I said, is he 7'1"? So
I okay, I got there.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
my fault. His name is I'm gonna say Guy, but it's Gui.
It's
so
Guy.
Guy Santos.
Or is it Gooey Santos? I think it's Guy.
Could be
It
D
it's
Santos
Gui
too.
now.
I
Just
mean, it
hearing
could be.
that
He's
out loud is
Brazilian. I don't
amazing.
know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big energy guy. Fun to watch.
Or big.
I swear to God, if you actually put the board up here, I would mark 2 at least for both.
Come on, you can't know that was bad. That was funny.
It was awful, actually.
It's building up.
I think your opinion is just flawed.
Especially since you said it wrong. I said gooey and you said guai.
Yeah,
I can remember what you said. Okay.
Combine,
Yeah,
like,
you should.
Kyle Guy.
So you should just let it die.
Okay.
I'll take what you said. Anyways, that's all I got on basketball. I think.
Yeah, team already.
I have just tried not to watch my basketball team.
Are you guys 15 seed yet? Did you guys take
They
the
are
15 seed?
We were, then we like won a game or two, and
Go to the overall standings. What are you guys? 28, 29, 30?
we are 29.
There we go.
We are 16 and 56. The Wizards are 15 and 55.
Do you have your first round pick picture?
You guys all get. Yeah, they do.
Well, I guess you'd say this year.
Yeah. They have all their picks coming up
Plus more.
or swaps with us, which you get the better of the two anyway. So
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna not get the first overall pick.
probably
Well,
not.
the Jazz are gonna get it.
They are the Jazz.
Yeah.
His team is the Jazz. You said some of the Jazz are going to get in.
Oh, Spurs. Sorry, my fault.
That wouldn't be
It's
surprising.
true. It's going to get rigged for the Spurs.
Wemby and Flag. They're the new Dave Robinson.
And De'Aaron Fox.
Dude, that'd be like awesome.
Tony Parker.
It'd be kind of spicy.
So does that make Stephon Castle Manu Ginobili? Jeremy Sohan? Nah. He'd be on me now.
Kevin Splitter.
Okay. I could see it.
Bring it back.
Devin Vassell could be Manu Ginobili. Also not left-handed, but I don't think
Hmm.
that's mandatory.
What happens?
So Chain could be this day and age's Dennis Rodman just because of his haircut.
His hair. Is he still doing that? I don't know.
Thought he was.
I thought he just went blonde. Also not-
Home and watch some of the stand. I just said that.
That's crazy.
So rewatch it. It's a good show. I like it.
I like it enough to watch it once. I don't know if I'd watch
Yeah.
it again. I don't care that much.
Is that in on basketball?
I think so.
I don't know. Who's your guys' favorite to win it all? Is it still the Celtics?
No.
You don't think?
Nope.
I don't know.
I think they choked this year.
I don't know who's beating them in 7, man.
And if the Cavs actually play how they're supposed to, I would say the Cavs.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, if my team plays how they're supposed to, we're running the West. Congratulations.
And dude, if my team plays how it's supposed to,
Also running the West. Yeah, if Luca's giving me 40-point triple doubles and LeBron's giving me 38 and 8, yeah, I think I'm running the West.
we just need a little point guard to show up.
You
Oh,
don't need
he
a
will.
point guard, you need a little wide receiver.
That too. We just need a little point guard to
you got Luca Magic.
a Magic Johnson.
You already have Magic.
Just please don't follow the same path as Magic, Luka.
LeBron
Please.
be Larry
No,
Bird.
there's cures now. Well, there's not cures. There's they know what it
Alternatives.
is now. I guess I should say it's not detrimental to continue playing basketball, which is what they thought back in the day.
Well, I mean, if you let it get to the point of AIDS, then yes, it's detrimental to your life. Your life's over if you let it get that far. But
All right, no.
sorry, I did a whole class on this. My bad. Nope, that's not how it works. Anyways,
Moving on.
yeah, I think the Celtics are still the favorite. All right, opening day.
Dude,
Before we get to opening day,
I'm gonna cover that one.
No, he's right. There is a
I
trade
don't care.
to talk about.
But before we get to opening day, there was a trade by the Guardians in spring trading.
Real exciting stuff.
I know.
mhm.
Tyler Freeman got traded to the Rockies from a former Guardian. Nolan Jones.
Did you see the story that they FaceTimed each other?
No, I did not see that.
They were like, "Dude, I'm getting traded." He's like, "Bro, me too." And then they realized they were getting traded for each other, and they're like, "Oh, dang."
Oh, man, they said it was gonna be Rocky.
Rocky's up. No, that's not right.
That's close. That's Lane Thomas, Tennessee.
Big Lane Thomas guy.
Big Lane Thomas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's funny.
That's my hip.
Think you're leading. Keep going.
I know.
Yeah, thing.
Couple more days of spring training. Opening day's Thursday. Guards take on the Royals. I don't know who St. Louis or the Reds take on.
We play the Twins.
We play
Okay.
the Giants in the 3-game series, and then we take on the Rangers.
Home or away.
Oh,
The first opening day's home.
Nice.
We're always home.
good. Yeah,
Will.
the Reds are always home. They get
There were a couple of years where they weren't. It was dumb, by the way.
We go to like that.
yeah. Cincinnati also gets the day off of school for it.
For what?
Usually.
Not the day of school. Why are you guys always home?
Tradition.
Like that.
They're because they were one of the first. Sorry, because they were one of the first like official major league teams. They were just home every year until like 2022 because they were post pandemic stuff. I mean,
That's some Yankees
That's
flavor.
Maybe a little.
don't disrespect the Reds. Like
Well, the
that.
good news is now he can be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you can.
Technically,
Once he gets pardoned, he'll be good to go. Was he?
I think so.
Oh, nice.
Who's your guys' opening day starter, Leo?
The only option, Hunter Green.
Okay, fair enough.
Same here.
It's like the Pirates saying, "Hey, Paul, you're going to be the opening day starter. Congrats, kid." And then someone retweets and goes, "Who else would pitch?" Isn't Jared Jones hurt?
yeah, Jared Jones
And
is
Mitch
hurt.
Keller's over here like, "I'm good, but like, I'm not Paul Skeens."
Mitch Keller's like, I'm making $14 million.
Oh, is
Hey,
it
we
Paul
know the
Skeens
type.
making like 800K?
Yeah,
Hey, I know the type. Danny's making like 15 mil still.
That's crazy.
Dude. I think it's his last year though. I think.
yeah, he only signed it 2 years. Mitch Keller's got like 3 years. I think. He's
Paul-
solid though.
Paul
Candy's
Skeens, one of one cards sold for more than his his
1.3
contract.
mil.
Yeah.
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 Kid did it right.
Yeah,
Ours
he
is
did.
newly extended Tanner Bybee.
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure they're gonna be good because it's just how you guys are, but you guys starting rotation does not look that good.
Not to
Now
start
that
the
means
year
that
off.
means
I saw Ben
absolutely
Lively
nothing
today.
coming from me when it's Sonny Gray, Miles Michaelis, Eric Fetty, Matthew Liberatore, and Andre Palante.
Labrador's starting again.
He's our fifth starter.
Menace activity. I love it.
Yep.
Nope,
Nice.
not Menace, and shouldn't love it. Well, you should love it.
Bro, I
you
could have
pick
sworn
him
he was
against
like
your
a
team.
number 2 pick at one point. Like it's
Yeah,
in there
he
somewhere.
he looked like he was gonna be good 4 years ago.
This is like
He's a quadruple A player.
I'm just gonna have you know Ben Lively's like 33 and he had his first really good year last year. It can come out at any time.
We don't have time for it to come out at any time.
You have plenty of time. You're not gonna win.
Yeah, get rid of him.
No, you need him to be good, so then you can get rid of him for something else.
Yeah, then you trade.
No, I don't even care.
That's what we do with Tyler Freeman.
Moneyball.
That's true.
I give up.
Moneyball in St. Louis.
No, that's actually
Oh.
what the guy we had was trying to do.
Oh.
So
Hey,
freaking hate him. This is
No,
our last
but-
year,
Bang
though. He's leaving.
At least you have Lars Newbar though
Yep.
on my fantasy team.
I just hope he stays healthy. That's all I want from him. Be healthy and bat 250.
I'm in for it.
Nothing makes me happier in the game of MLB The Show than hearing them chant "No" when he comes up to them. Like, I can't believe it's in the game. Makes me so happy.
Shout out to SDS for going an extra mile for that.
Also, shout out to Daddy Dimmu. The Cardinals were in his final 3 for his Twitch franchise. So
Dude would have floated it down to like 5 earlier, but I haven't seen his update.
he got it down to 3. I think it was Athletics, Cardinals, and Blue Jays.
He removed the Reds.
Yeah, I would do the.
They're too good. They got too much of a future.
I was just saying,
Yeah.
there's no like actual moves you need. There's like no moves. You literally just need to sit there and simulate. Like
Yeah.
what, maybe add better arms.
Yeah, you bring like 1 or 2 guys in, you're like, all right, perfect.
Yeah.
Trade some of the prospects for a dog, and
Bring in an actual solid outfielder who can play in and day out instead of someone who usually should be a platoon. But
Free Will Benson.
I mean,
Horn Will Benson.
dude, honestly,
What?
have you
Like
seen
hoarding prospects?
you probably haven't seen
like their team does in the infield.
on
Not anymore.
Blake Dunn or Jacob Hurtubise and how good they've been in spring training.
Fair.
They both hit over 315 with 64 bases.
Saw Blake Dunn's first big league hit. I'm a believer.
Yeah,
I'm a believer.
no one in our outfield has actually hit well. It's kind of awkward. Austin Hayes just came around, and so many people were like dogging on him, like the second week of spring training. I'm like, you got him, like second
Well-
week.
How's Gavin Lux doing?
He's doing pretty good.
He hit a homer
He hit
yesterday.
a tank against the Mariners. Bro, like mashed the baseball. We won 5-3. But we're not going to talk about the. Is it Taylor Rogers we were talking about? You were like he could be my closer since Diaz is on the IL to start the year. But he pitched like a third of an inning and he gave up 4 hits and 4 earned runs and we blew the lead against the White Sox and we lost like 8-5.
Bro was traded for Josh Hader at one point. And he really just has not been good since.
He's a lefty and that's the only reason he was in our bullpen.
Yeah, well, in the fact that he was a closer for like
And that-
6
I mean,
years beforehand.
I would say, and that we also traded for him. So it's not like we're gonna trade for a piece and then just send him straight down.
Well,
hey
yeah.
man, sorry, you actually suck. So
He would just gotten like flat cut.
I'm actually very excited about our starting rotation this year.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys starting. the
Brady
rotation,
Singer
too.
really just
I've-
makes it nice.
I've always been a Brady Singer guy.
I'm not.
It's not for the name though, I swear. He had really good stuff coming out of Florida.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any rookie pitchers this year?
we have Chase Burns, but he'll be starting in probably Double-A or Triple-A. I'm not sure.
We'll find out this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the only.
Okay, fair enough.
Say what bullpen's pretty much just the same stuff. Pagan, Suter, no Diaz to start the year. Graham Ashcraft is in the bullpen. I'm very excited for that.
Let him close.
Let that man throw gas.
Let
for
him
one
close.
inning. Maybe just have to have Tommy John. But hey, seeing a 104 cutter.
No. No, there's no Tommy John needed, bro. Bro will have the natural velo play up because we'll be throwing less.
I quite frankly just want him to be like Class A tiny bit. Literally have a 100-mile-an-hour plus cutter and then a sinker, and just call it a day.
I mean, yeah, that's all you need at that point. Like if you can throw hard and have 2 pitches, you can be a good reliever.
Yeah,
That's all it takes.
quite frankly, if you can locate one of them, you'll be good enough.
Yeah.
Like
Throw one of them with some movement. Yeah, you're chilling.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what they're gonna do with Tristan McKenzie now because he has 2 good pitches, so they're hoping they can do something with him, kind of like they did with Hunter Gaddis. Just one of them was a lot more injured the first time.
With the guy we got for Josh, that guy's in the bullpen too, right?
Well, I mean, look at the opening day roster for Hunter Joe.
I thought so.
Well, you
I
look
could
at
be
that.
wrong.
No, he is not.
I'm concerned. I'm just not sold on Nick Martinez because he's been a bullpen guy for the past like 2 years. We've had him, but he's been really good in spring when he starts. But I'm like, we started him last year a few games, and he just like got crapped on. But when we bring him in to eat innings, he like obliterates people. I just don't understand him.
He might just be a long reliever.
I mean,
guy.
I
There-
pick him in fantasy because he's a starting pitcher / relief pitcher. So I mean, I don't know.
He was with
DeAndre
Texas for a
Galante,
long time.
Galante came out of our bullpen for a while, and then last year became a starter.
I just don't understand. Like, I understand
Oh.
eating innings and like doing good and like hitting people, maybe just it being a different arm that they're used to not seeing that day or who they weren't supposed to see. You get them confused because like obviously they know like a week prior, maybe not even an idea
Yes,
of one of two pitchers who they're probably going to see. But I'm not. I don't know.
When he first came up with Texas, he was a starter. That's part of what it is. Like he was really good his first couple of years and wasn't great. And I think he went to Japan. And he's been all sorts of places. So he has started before. So I don't want to call last year a fluke, but I'm still not sold on the fact of how much money they gave him.
Yeah.
Not that they necessarily had a choice, but they did have a choice. They did not have to offer him the qualifying offer.
As long as Green and Lodolo push, we'll be all right. It just depends on if Lodolo can just stay healthy.
Yes. I hope so.
He had all those like blisters and hand problems on his left hand last year when he was pitching near the end of the year.
Stop using so much sticky tag.
I was a Nick Lodolo fantasy owner. I did cried over it.
I might be crying over that this year.
Could be.
I'm Nicola Dolo fancy owner this year.
That man was awesome to watch him strike out people and then hit their feet. It was like one of those swings you wish you didn't like swing at. So you swing at it, strike three, and the ball hits you. He did it a few times.
Yeah,
It takes back foot slider to a whole new level.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I should just say that pitching game, it was just a pitching duel that game.
Yeah.
Because Bybee and Lodolo,
Was
Can't expect
Lodolo the pitch when we went, or was it Hunter Green?
no, it was Hunter Green.
Hunter Green because he threw up on the mound.
That's
Like
right.
the second time,
That's
throw
right.
fighting a bug. He's like, I'm just gonna keep laying. Threw him in his glove.
Mm.
And then some guy screams out, "Candy, make me a believer!" And then hit an oppo. That guy like threw him down. I'm like, "You did that?" He goes, "Yeah, I did."
Menace games for the Reds,
Hey.
dude.
The games I went to with the Reds last year, Candy hit 3 total home runs. And I only went to
That's-
2 games.
Dude,
Wild.
the urge to just like call off Friday so I can go to opening day Thursday is very high.
It's probably already sold out. Good luck.
It honestly probably is.
Yeah, you can find tickets.
I think it probably sold out like
It
weeks.
might be expensive.
This I
but
was gonna say this might be like
He's
the
got it.
actual year where people might show up during the weekday games for Cincinnati. Because like the past 2 years, like when we've been all right, but now like projected to be really good, like decent enough.
I don't know.
There's
The
like nobody there.
one weekday game was Ellie Bobblehead night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
that is a reason for get people to come out.
I hope Busch Stadium is empty all season, 7 days a week.
Wow, you wanted to be the A's, huh?
Yep. I want our entire fan base to boycott our management. So when they finally leave at the end of this year, we'll have something to share about.
Are there new owners this year?
No, I think they've basically already said they're not renewing our general manager.
Are you just
That's
mad?
it.
Are you just mad at them because they won't make any moves or sign people?
Yeah, basically.
So pretty much like every other smaller budget team in the NL Central. So pretty much the NL Central.
Yeah.
Between you, me, and Pittsburgh, at least.
Yeah.
We
But at
pretty
least
much
they
just don't
attempt.
sign like big names anymore, unless they're like over the age of 30 something.
We tried to run it with what we had and then didn't make appropriate plays. And then they're so overly infatuated with statistics rather than using the eye test. Like we could have a dude batting like 450 for a week, but they'll go, "Oh no, it's a lefty-lefty matchup. He can't hit today." And then take him out of the lineup.
Yeah.
And be like, "Guys, he's batting 450." Like I honestly think it was Wilson Contreras last year had a better batting average against same-handed pitchers, and yet we would still sit him versus righties because statistically a righty should do worse versus a righty.
I'm about that until they're doing that.
You're right.
Until they're
Yeah,
just
you
on a hitting
You got to
streak and
use
it
the
doesn't
eye
matter.
test. You can't just use statistics.
You have to use both, but mainly the eye test.
Clayton's a big eye test guy.
Always.
He's not always right in that eye test.
But he's a believer, and he is ready to get all the time.
Down with Tito's eye test. He's actually looking at people,
I
and
trust
just
Tito.
because they haven't been like in past years when David Belcher's like, "Oh, you've been on the team for a few years, and you're usually good. You'll just stay on the 40-man, and you'll stay on the opening day roster." And then proceed to just be bad when you come in and close games.
Tito just struggles with free agent hitters.
It's okay.
Like his pitching eye is great, but more often than not, if we signed a hitter, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Or at least not in terms of long term.
That's okay.
Like I'm just sitting here thinking about it now. I'm like,
At least Nick Kroll knows how to trade for him for now.
True.
It looks like it. Lux looks nice, and I said that earlier, but Hayes looks decent enough. So
I think you see CES should have a breakout year though, right?
who?
Edwin Garcia. Sure.
Oh,
Christian.
Christian Encarnacion, CES.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, CES should be good. I mean, every exit velo he's hit pretty much in spring training, whether it's a line out or a fly out or a home run or a triple, has been like exit velo of 100 plus.
Because
So the man's mashing the baseball.
he started off suspended last year, right?
No, that
He was
was
injured. That was Noelvi.
yeah. Noelvi was for PEDs,
Okay,
and he got sent straight down to AAA like after the third week of
Okay.
spring training. He was hitting like 105. He was
Okay.
bad.
El Garbo.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't panned out at all. He's in his own head at this point.
Oh yeah.
If he can't get out of that, I could see us just trying to dump him off somewhere.
Clayton, do you have any thoughts on the guards? Trying to see if you can get anything on them.
Not really. Just excited the baseball's back. Looking forward to seeing what Tanner Bybee does on Thursday. And yeah, shout out Jose Ramirez.
Respectable shout out. Yeah, Isaac mentioned that Tanner Bybee got extended 5 years, $48 million. Signed him through or include the 2030 club option. So that was big. Mentioned the Nolan Jones trade as well, which resulted in Will Brennan being sent to AAA today. So I think Nolan Jones will kind of move around a little bit, but mostly he'll end up with a platoon of sorts with Big Christmas. So kind of see what happens, and hopefully the pitching staff can piecemeal it together till August. Wow. I think once Bieber and Means will be back, we'll be good down the stretch. I believe. We just gotta get there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think McKenzie can have a bounce back again in the bullpen.
Yeah. I really don't want to use Hunter Gaddis as like the benchmark. Because like Hunter Gaddis could be bad this year. Like it is possible. But like somewhere between like sub 2 ERA reliever Hunter Gaddis and 6 ERA starter Hunter Gaddis. Like if McKenzie can have like a 3.8 in the bullpen, I'm happy.
There's two differences between Gaddis and McKenzie. Gaddis has a good pitching mix. McKenzie does not. McKenzie only has like 3 pitches. Gaddis has like 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
McKenzie definitely has more than 3 pitches. He just has 2 good pitches. I mean, I've seen the man pitch unbelievable. I watched the dude strike out Shohei Ohtani 3 times.
Yeah,
in the
let's
same
not
game.
let's not
Like,
forget Brady Bain
Bro,
with
so what's
17
good?
pitches between left hand, right hand, arm slots, different pitches.
No, not even close. My left arm has never done anything.
My bad. But you just started.
No, he just tried to hit left-handed, not pitch left-handed. There's
my
a
bad,
subtle
my
but important difference.
It's just the arm slots.
Yep. 86 different arm slots.
Green was one of them, I'm assuming.
No,
That is the most important one.
never went below.
Yep.
He had a closed setup, so they saw the ball late. Basically added.
They just
like
never
10
saw the
miles
ball
an
at
hour.
all.
He hit it behind his
I
leg
made it.
and they threw it.
Yeah. Like
Which
Adam
one?
Simber.
I was gonna go Tim Lincecum, but yeah.
Have you ever faced
Those are
Adam
two
Simber?
very opposite windups.
Dude, Adam
Tim Lincecum was up here, and Adam Simber was literally shoveling sand.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
Lincecum also
crazy.
hit this behind his leg.
That is true. Well, yeah, that's part of the
Drives
opener.
ball over. It's submarines for the most part, so it's like, where's it going?
I wish he would have been good.
Simber?
Big fan of watching Adam Simber pitch. Really funny.
Good name will be the show.
Dude, he's so good now.
Watch me.
P5.
Don't forget
Yeah, I think
to
that's
like
what it
it.
is.
Wrap it up, kid.
This has been Hot Take Sports episode 178. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16. Give us your best hot take. Use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.